Welcome to the deep dive. We're jumping straight in today with some really fascinating ideas from Filosofia naturii by George Perescan and Maria Margos.
Yeah, think of this as a bit of a shortcut maybe to understanding some surprising links in nature.
Exactly. And this book, it's based on over 50 years of research. That's quite something.
It really is. It shows how, bringing different scientific fields together can spark fresh insights.
Yeah.
They even used AI analysis, which is very current.
Okay, so the book touches on huge questions like atoms, cosmic structures, even prime numbers, strangely enough. But today, we're really zeroing in on the connection between life's evolution and the electromagnetic spectrum.
Right. And one of the first big ideas they put out there is this biocrystalline hypothesis.
Okay, biocrystalline.
Yeah. It doesn't replace Darwinism,
Mm-hmm.
but it kind of complements it. It suggests that electromagnetic fields might, well, subtly guide how molecules arrange themselves in living things.
So maybe natural processes aren't quite as random as we usually picture them.
That's the idea. Like they mentioned studies on proteins folding into their 3D shapes, potentially influenced by these fields.
And this ties into how life fundamentally depends on the electromagnetic spectrum anyway, doesn't it?
Oh, completely. Think about photosynthesis. It's driven by sunlight, right?
Right.
And chlorophyll, its structures are almost crystalline, perfectly tuned to absorb specific light, red, blue mostly.
And deeper down at the molecular level, DNA, RNA.
Yep. Their interactions, stability, even repair mechanisms seem linked to specific electromagnetic frequencies. It's fundamental.
The book really zooms out too, connecting the sun's own evolution to life here on Earth.
Exactly. The early sun was incredibly hot, maybe 50,000 degrees Celsius, mostly blasting out UV light.
Okay, very different from today.
Very different. Now it's cooler, around 6,000 degrees, and the dominant light shifted towards red hydrogen light and blue calcium lines.
And that shift lines up with when primitive life and photosynthesis got going.
That's the fascinating correlation the book points out. The sun's changing light seems to have paved the way.
Wow. And I guess looking forward, the sun keeps changing.
It does. It's cooling. The book speculates that as its spectrum shifts further, it could eventually mean the end for life as we understand it. Sort of a cosmic timescale for biology.
A bit sobering. Okay, let's shift gears slightly. The book also talks about the male-female duality.
But not just socially. It frames it as this deep biological principle, essential for mixing genes, for adaptation.
Right, genetic exchange. But there's a detail about timing. Something about eggs and sperm.
Yeah, this is quite interesting. It suggests the temporal separation when eggs and sperm form might be a mechanism to adapt to the sun's changing emissions over time.
Oh, so?
The idea is that the ovules might carry an imprint of slightly older environmental conditions, like the sun's past state, while sperm reflect the more current electromagnetic environment.
Huh. A way to hedge bets, almost.
Yeah.
Bridging past and present conditions.
Sort of, yeah. It's a mechanism for adaptability over generations tuned to cosmic changes.
This leads us to another key concept in the book, nucleation.
Ah, yes, nucleation. Basically, the spontaneous organization of particles into ordered structures. It's everywhere.
Like building blocks clicking together on their own. Give me an example.
Think of an eggshell. It's calcium carbonate, right?
Yeah.
Crystals. But their formation is guided by a specific protein, alpha-Clydin 17. That's nucleation in action.
Okay, I see. And this applies in the living world, too.
Definitely. Think about DNA replication or RNA formation. These involve complex molecules organizing precisely. That's also a form of nucleation.
So the book sees nucleation as fundamental.
Extremely fundamental. They even suggest it might be the basis of what we call chemistry itself, the way the universe builds things, from simple crystals to complex life.
Which brings us to maybe the most radical idea, that life itself might have originated not from some random chemical soup, but from processes involving crystals.
It's a provocative thought.
Yeah.
But think about the parallels. Crystals have order, they self-assemble, they grow by adding units in a structured way.
Like DNA.
Exactly like DNA in some respects. Order, self-assembly, growth by nucleation. They even mention liquid crystals ordered, but also flexible and adaptable, a bit like DNA.
And clay crystals. I remember reading something about that.
Right. Clay has layered structures and can act as a catalyst. The book suggests these might have been crucial early scaffolds, or templates, for organizing the first complex organic molecules.
So it's a picture of cooperation. Crystals, light, especially UV back then, water, heat, all working together.
Precisely. A dynamic organization of early matter, leading eventually to things like DNA and primitive membranes. Not just random bumping, but guided self-organization.
It really emphasizes the interconnectedness, doesn't it? Electromagnetism, star evolution, crystal formation, biology, all linked.
That's the key takeaway, I think. Looking at these overlaps gives you a potentially much deeper view of how existence works.
So as you're processing all this, here's something to chew on. Could the order we see in simple crystals, that ability to self-assemble, actually hold fundamental clues about life's information, more fundamental than we currently think?
What new perspectives open up if we start viewing biology through this lens of, say, nucleation and electromagnetic interactions?
Definitely makes you think. And this has just been a first look into the ideas from Filosofia, naturii. Lots more to explore there.